We're down in the second level of Cleoban Relag. So far, all we've encountered are druids and other natural type creatures they may summon or live with to defend them, like trolls or Adra stone and Engwithan key I found in the water. This multifaceted piece of crystal has been cut and polished to perfection. Definitely take that. A man and woman carved from lustrous Adra. From lustrous Adra, pour the contents of a vase at their feet. Spent a lot of time creating this temple. Ancient Engwithan ruined temple, I guess. Leaving their bodies to offer the souls and forsaken the weakness of flesh and enfeebling of bone, the barbarian godless succumbed at last. What is it referring to? Did they maybe take over the ancient humans? Human type? Who knows what was there? Okay. Pelagina's a little bit hurt. We've been through that. That's a sacrifice chamber. We'll go to the north-ish. Northwest. Northeast, I mean. There's a wisp. 2 wisps. Wisps are not that difficult. But there could be more that come. Okay, get in position.
Hey.
I'm ready.
What?
Let's see. So it's just the 2 that I saw in there. One is done already. What is this? I'll take care of it. That's Pelagina. She was taken over. I'm sorry, Pelagina. This happened so fast. The images in this alcove depict a row of pale stones surrounding a suit of armor. Something flows from the stones and into the armor, imbuing it with a golden halo. Interesting. I'll scout the area.
Slow.
What's this? Well, this is the end, but we have a key. Is there anything I can do? I can't manipulate anything to activate anything here. There may have been more around the waterway, so let's go back. I'll scout ahead, as usual. Rain blight. Probably more of them. The door behind them. Attack!
Can't get a good shot.
Let's go.
One down.
Let's go.
So far, these defenders aren't really standing up
I'm ready.
for themselves. They're just
Be cautious.
kind of
Be constant.
weak defenders compared to us. We've seen so much combat in the last... Since me coming to Gildan Vale, that's all I've been doing is fighting almost every day. Okay, open it up with the ancient Engwithan key. Ominous sound. What was that? I swear I just saw some kind of apparition move off into the distance. Stairs going up? Interesting. It probably just leads back up to the first floor where we came in. Well, we've been all through here. Okay, well, let's go follow the stairs. No arguments among my companions. It's the only place to go. What is this?
Huh?
I know we could use a rest, Pelagina. really need to focus on bettering my skills and mechanics. Okay, well, this is back to the first area, and I was right. We went down, and then we came back. So this is the platform that we saw. This one is over here anyways. There's 2 platforms. I think I'm going to be reading the soul of this being over there. I wonder what this does. What's its purpose? This is another ancient Engwithan place. I should have put 2 and 2 together. It's like the first one I encountered that awoken me to be a watcher. Okay, let's go. There's another one. Turn to ashes again. If I touch them, they'll dissipate. Yeah. This one I can sense the soul still lingering. Let's see if I can't read it. A haze of essence lingers over the body, as faint and insubstantial as dust plume in a rider's wake. As I draw closer, whispered instructions echo in my ears, and anticipation warms my blood. In a vision, I see the same stone machine I approached moments ago, but from a different height and angle, as if through different eyes. I've heard rumors that some of my brethren were sent here months before, yet I see no sign that anyone has been here. In fact, the cobblestones are covered in a fine layer of dust. Ash. I know suddenly that this will cost me, and I am ready. The orders were clear. The effects of the machine in Cleoban Relag were wearing off. A child had been born not far from Dyrwood recently, its soul intact. The machine would need to be reactivated. I and my companions take up the positions. We share a final look of affirmation between ourselves. They don't know my name, and I don't know theirs, but I know that we're doing the work of the gods together. None of the rest matters. 2 carved bands of stone in the middle of the machine grind into motion. They rotate in opposite directions, picking up speed until they spin like freshly greased carriage wheels. A wind shrieks through the cavern, accelerating with the stone rings. I press my hands to my ears and grip my teeth against the noise. I'm about to shut my eyes when I glimpse new movement. Rows of triangular flaps around the machine open like petals. I don't know what's happening in the machine, but I feel tingling in my extremities. Searing pain spreads through my body, a hot knife separating every tissue and ligament within me. All the while, it feels as if I'm falling towards the machine, my stomach mashed against my spine. What happens next is too fast to process. I awaken from the vision to find myself kneeling and gasping for air. Holding my head, I let the tiles between my knees gradually come into focus. As I catch my breath, I remember the strange scene I saw outside of Silant Lists, where several robed figures fell amidst a howling bivouac. Looking at the ash scattered across the cavern floor, it is apparent that the leaden key has been doing this, whatever it is, all over the Dyrwood. Are they trying to create the stillborn? Well, they're successfully doing it. Wadwin's legacy is the leaden keys behind it. Why? What do they have against the Dyrwood? The Dyrwood. Something in the ether hums and buzzes through my teeth. Yeah, it's not a pleasant feeling. Was that me? Right here. I died. One of my previous lives. Right here. I was part of the leaden key. Or what would become the leaden key, I think. How do you shut this thing off? Well, I don't want to... Durance?
What?
Do we need people in each spot? There's something, some switch, something that I could... We need to shut this off. Now that we know what's causing us, calamity all throughout the Dyrwood.
I'm ready.
Pelagina, other one, please.
Yeah.
The Acolyte's vision showed me the mysterious ruins somewhere outside of Dyrwood. The Leaden Key has sent operatives to find the site, though the purpose is unknown to me. I saw a vision of the Leaden Key agents surrendering their souls to the Engwithan machine in Cleoban Releg. They performed the same ritual I witnessed outside Sinlant Lease, which means they must be doing this all over the Dyrwood. The thoughts of one of the agents suggested that they were there to ensure that the infants in the area would be Hollowborn. But what now? I would like to destroy this machine. This is affecting Dyrwood and the greater Dyrwood itself. Okay, go to the last platform, please.
Ready, Watcher.
Nothing is happening. I don't know how to activate this or deactivate it. I was the last one to perform the ritual here. I died. Something here. I hear running water and see a small stream that carves its way into the mountain. Inspect the stream. A shallow bottom flickers and wavers just under the water's edge. But as I look towards the tunnel, the bottom disappears into darkness. From here, it's impossible to tell how deep the stream is. However, a faint light plays along the walls of the tunnel. The echo of rushing water suggests that the tunnel and stream continue for quite some distance. I'll go into the tunnel a little bit. I take slow, sloshing steps towards the mouth of the tunnel, holding myself upright while the current tugs at my legs. The cold water leaves me gasping, and as it rises past my waist, I fight to control my breaths. The stream bed soon drops out from under my feet, and the current pushes me towards the tunnel with growing force. I'll swim into the tunnel. The current pushes me through the tunnel, faster and faster, tugging me downward. Over my head, the tunnel narrows and drops, leaving only a thin pocket of air. I take a final deep breath before the current drags me into the depths. Rays of light pierce the darkness, but the current is moving too fast now for you to see more than flickering glimpses as I speed by. I keep my hands in front of myself and focus on avoiding the jagged rocks that suddenly appear in the darkness, jutting from the walls. A light winks at me up ahead. I'm approaching it fast, but it looks to be the mouth of a second, smaller tunnel. I might be able to reach it, but my lungs have started to ache. Grab the edge of the tunnel. I wrap my fingers around the rocks, lining the tunnel, and peer into it. It terminates into a dead end, but something glints among the rocks at the far side. Reaching it would be a challenge for anyone without strong lung capacity. Ader is the toughest I know of. So send Ader. Ader pulls himself into the tunnel, executing deft scissors kicks with the passage narrows. While the passage narrows, at the end he finds a skeleton with a handle protruding from its ribs. Ader pulls it free and pushes off from the wall, propelling himself back towards the main tunnel. Swirling and tumbling through the darkness of the tunnel, I at last see a halo of light above, and I swim and kick towards it. At last my head breaks the surface. I gulp air into my aching lungs, and I pull myself to the edge of the pool. Crawling out of the water, I look at the cavern around me as I massage feeling back in my aching, cold, numbed limbs. Well, we've made it to a different area. Back where we came from. Oh, you grabbed a morning star. Two-handed. Nobody uses a weapon like that. Could sell it though. Oh, is that it? That's all there is to this place? We didn't find out anything. The steward has informed me the chapel's been finished construction. Forum. Forum is where ideas and strategy are cultivated and shared. Upgrading the forum will grant a bonus upon resting at Bright Hollow. 2 days. Well, I have gained a season. Focusing on my mechanic skill, the better it is definitely the most important thing. Many doors and traps are stopping us from carrying forward. Detonate is something that my master had taught me. It mentioned it and showed me, but it was too far beyond me at the time. Tactical meld. Connects the mind of the cipher with an ally to gain the ally's knowledge of his or her enemy, bestowing an attack bonus upon the cipher towards the enemy and the ally attacking. I'm not sure what to do from here if we can't destroy that machine. But at least now we know what's causing the problem. But why would the leaden key do this? I'm unsure where to go to now. Well, let's see if we can't go and rest at the inn to the south in Dyrwood itself. Maybe we'll run into. Well, we gotta leave the way that we came in. Maybe we'll run into the leaden key on our way out, possibly, or not. This is the way we entered. I don't want to upset the Glanfathans. It's just not something. We don't need an extra enemy. Especially if I became well known for entering these places. Which is going to have to be what's going to happen. Because these machines need to be destroyed. Maybe they are ancient Engwithan, but the leaden keys figure out how to use them. And they're using them against basically the whole nation of Dyrwood. Let's jump to the other side. Clear the gap without incident. Tempting to rest here. It is night, but no. Let's go rest at the inn in Dyrwood. Let's see. Let's see if they're even here. Maybe they came out and killed them. Oh, they're still there. Let's just go. If I even say a word to them, they might attack. Antsy about us being in the area. Dyrwood village. We have to go below the village. We just purchased new boots with an enchantment for...
You fought for the Dyrwood in the Saints' War?
We'd better grab a couple pints before you get me going on that one.
No complaints here.
For Palagina.
Sure.
The enchantment helps her paladin abilities. So let's go have our rest after we just sold everything off to the armory. Before we go, it looks like Ader mentioned that he wanted to say something to me.
Hope I didn't seem ungrateful back there in the battlefield. And you went out of your way.
You had a lot in your mind.
Got real close. Didn't expect that. Now, for a second, I thought I was gonna finally see some answers. Foolish, of course. And why should I get answers? There's a world of Aethasians out there, don't know if their god's been blown up. Still, man can't help looking back. Guess you'd know that well as anyone.
Ader stares off, focusing on some distant thing, unseen and unrealized.
I might have turned my back on my god when he needed me. That's all I'll ever know.
What would your brother have to say about that?
He'd tell me to trust him. Of course, it'd be a lot easier if I knew it was mine. But, maybe I don't need to. Something to think about, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.